What is going on, everybody? Jay the Black here. I'm back with another live stream. Make sure you like the stream as you come in. We're going to talk about Kamala Harris, and we're going to talk about, hypocrisy when it comes to when black men in the spotlight dating interracially and when black women are doing it. So make sure you like the stream. We're going to get into it. Also, I'm going to talk about the new sponsors that I have. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you hold on. I'm going to play a couple instrumentals, and I'm going to come back with my commentary. All right. What is going on, people? JDBlack here. I'm back live with another live stream. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in. I do appreciate it. Make sure that y'all like the stream as you come in. All right. We're going to talk about Kamala Harris. What gave me inspiration for this video, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the amount of videos that I've seen about black men, who they're with, whether they be black or they could be biracial men, light-skinned men, dark-skinned men, don't matter. As long as they're with somebody's white, they're going to be attacked, criticized, canceled. And also, I saw a video from a YouTuber. He went by the name Fearless 2005. Now he goes by Fearlessly Honest Oracle. And he produced a video about Kamala Harris's dirty little sex secret, about how she got with this black politician on the West Coast by the name of Willie Brown. Y'all should go check that particular video out on this page. But that was just some added motivation for me doing this particular video, because I have been thinking about this for a while, all right? But shout out to everybody that's here. I got a new sponsor to this channel, people. Make sure you go and check out cannedgoods.com. It's cannedgoods.com. They sell anything from, electronics, anything tech-wise, clothing for men and women. If you want something and they don't have it, all you have to do is let them know, and they will get it for you. The link is inside the description box. Make sure you go and check out cannedgoods.com. All right, that's a new sponsor to the channel. Of course, check out CarMarshal.com. Over 100,000 new and used cars from dealers. You shop, they will negotiate the prices and get you a very good deal. No matter where you are in this country, they will help you out, all right? So make sure you go and check out CarMarshal.com, all right? Those are the sponsors of the channel, okay? Okay, this is the link to cannedgoods.com. So y'all can go and check them out. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and change that. Yeah, I'm gonna change that link. But y'all can check out the CarMarshal one. I've been promoting them for a while. Y'all go and check out the CarMarshal one. Y'all go and check that one out. Let me go and change the link to the other one. Shout out to Real Virtue. Says Jaye, her husband Douglas Emhoff is a Jew and he's only worth 1.5 million. So in what you're saying, Real Virtues, is that she has not leveled up. It's that she's probably making more money than him, or she has the earning potential to make more money than him. Because y'all got to understand, when people run for president, it builds their resume. They can get a job on TV. They can write a book. A lot can be done in that particular amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Let me get this thing here. Make sure I have this right. All right. 1.5 million. I hope she must be proud of that. I can only say that she's proud of that. She's proud of the fact that he's at least been able to muster that, But us as black men, nothing that we do is good enough, okay? Oh, man. Hold on a second. That link isn't working, but I have to get to it later. But shout out to everybody that's here. Let's see. Let me see who's here early in the chat room. Let's see. True A to Yellen, Tony, Immortal One, Nicole, Tevin, Vern, Izargon, Cordell, Jessica, John, The Riddler, Gemini, Bob Smitty, Josh, Carly, Marlon, BoJack, let's see. I'm just say Tyga. Let's see. Dion, Veg, Rebel Zone, Malone, Genghis, Conscious Coon, Hakeem, Fran Antonio. Let's see. Real Virtues, RCH, Dot West, Wayne, Ronnie, Duce, is that how you say it? Duce? Shout out to everybody that's here. And we're going to get into this particular topic because I want people to understand something. I have no issues with Kamala Harris running for president, but she's running for president off of, the premise of getting the black vote. She's running off trying to get the black vote. All right. And we all know that black men are heavily scrutinized when they're with non-black women, no matter what they're doing. And it's usually because they are with a white woman. That's heavily criticized, as a black man. You cannot be out there consorting with Becky and thinking that you're going to get the black vote. Can't be consorting with Becky. But my thing is this. I just want to know where the outrage is. Whenever you see black men in relationships with non-black women, he's highly under a microscope. He's canceled at the thought of him being with that non-black woman. Now let's look at her politics. She doesn't have much experience in Washington. She doesn't. But for the little bit of amount of time that she has been there, she hasn't done much of anything. She was a district attorney in San Francisco from 2004 to 2011. She was an attorney general in California from 2011 to 2017. And what's very interesting is that she's only been married to her husband since 2014. So she's only been married for about 4, almost 5 years now. But she has been locking people up. She hasn't necessarily been doing the things necessary to put herself in position to be president. People could say Donald Trump hasn't either. But if you look at her during the Brett Kavanaugh confirmation hearings, her and Cory Booker made a complete fool of themselves. They seem like people who were basically bought off. They seem like people who were very much controlled. Okay? And the reason why I referenced the video from Fearless 2005's channel that I watched is because he went back to when she was getting into politics and she went to work for this certain black politician, Willie Brown, and she ended up having an affair with him. Basically sleeping her way to the top. And then you look at the way she's acting now. Does that really surprise you? And there was also some shadiness that went on during, I believe, her elections for Attorney General. Now, I'm not saying that all or every politician's hands is clean, because there isn't. A lot of these guys' hands are not clean. One second. A lot of these guys are very dirty. And Kamala Harris seems like one of those people in Hollywood, not Hollywood, well, you might as well put Hollywood, in Washington, who seem like she's doing somebody else's work. And now she's running for president. And she believes that because she is a biracial female and Barack Obama was biracial, that she's going to get that black vote. This is why she's so comfortable running for president. Do you really think that if she thought she had a voting base, she wouldn't do this? And I bet you the majority of people that are going to vote for her, and somebody put in the chat room, is basically black women and illegals. I think Immortal said that in the chat room. And that's very true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she probably slept with a lot of those guys and was getting very good jobs through her ranks up from not even being in politics very much. That's a lot of these guys, man, they fall susceptible to women who look like Kamala Harris, especially back when she was in her prime. When she was in her prime, man, she was getting a lot of attention. Make sure you like the stream. Now, from what I've heard, people have said that she is part Indian, but she's not claiming it because she wants to claim as much black as she possibly can. Even when you look at her, you can tell there's nothing truly black about her. Is she in these black communities? You know, is she really doing anything for black people? But we all know in politics is who you know and who is paying you. This is why I don't speak a lot about politics. People speak about politics all the time. They speak about the ins and outs of it. But what they have to look at, what they have to really look at is that you have a lot of these guys who are being funded by all these different groups, and those are the groups they're trying to appease. Her dad is Jamaican, her mom is Indian. Okay. Shout out to Naima. And she's looking for your vote, black man, black woman. She went to school in Canada. So, let me see. Let me get my my notes. Because she went to school in Canada. That's interesting. Because she was born in Oakland, California. She went to UC Hastings College of Law. She went to Howard University and Westmont High School. So she did attend an HBCU and still didn't marry one of you brothers. But the thing is that I know she's part of a sorority, but is that going to help you? And I look at some of these articles, and they're trying to paint her as a young black female. 54 is young. Anyway, well, you could say it's young if you have a young spirit. You know, you got a young spirit. You know. And you looking at Kamala Harris and what she's doing. She's a typical Democrat, okay? Playing the race card, playing the woman card, the equality card. But she's probably had every advantage in life. When she's probably been around black people, I'm assuming that she has felt a bit of superiority. But I can only imagine. Okay, Nicole. I can only imagine the amount of skeletons that is in her closet. Now, maybe she's gotten older and she has forgotten the things that she has done. Maybe she thinks because she's a woman and that's going to supersede anything being said about her or being found out about her. But when you go through running for president, what's going to happen is people are going to dig up things about you. The campaign is very dirty. Yep, even Obama had to marry a black woman. Shout out to young Jaye, 216. If she's black, so is Tyrese's wife. Black women will fall for her pro-black liberal talking points. That's very true. Because people got upset at Tyrese's wife, but Tyrese's wife and Kamala Harris pretty much have the same skin tone. They have basically the same skin tone. There's really no difference, but you know, Kamala Harris, she's with a white man, and you know that's the dream of a lot of these sisters who are so angry and bitter at the world. What's going on, Marie? Shout out to all the regulars. Yes, I am back streaming on this channel. Make sure y'all like the stream too. Like the stream, people. Father's from India and her father's from Jamaica. She's a black pretender. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. And, to finish up what I was saying about her campaigning, there's probably a lot of skeletons in her closet, man. There's going to be affairs that are going to be found out, maybe even, abortions. I don't know. All kinds of things, because she's one of those women that it will seem like she will do anything to get to where she wants to get to. And we all know that black women's vote can be easily tainted. Not tainted, but can be easily swayed. Black women will vote heavily for Democrats because Democrats give them free stuff, like benefits, That's the only time the women who are getting those benefits want to vote is for Democrats during the elections because they want to continue to get free stuff. But I want to know where are the videos canceling Kamala Harris? I haven't seen one from these females who claim they are for the black family. They're pro-black. They made all these excuses about why they attack black men who are with white women. But they have not made one video about Kamala Harris. Not one. Shout out to Rose Scholar. Says here in NYC, liberals pass late term abortion. I heard about that, Rose. I heard about that. I heard that they said that women can carry the baby up to full term and then terminate it. That is absolutely unacceptable. And the people who voted for that same governor are getting exactly what they asked for, because they voted him in again. So they're getting exactly what they asked for. But New York is very liberal. Very liberal. And if you are a woman that carries a baby 9 months and then abort it, you're just as worse as anybody who takes somebody's life. You're just as worse. Yvette Carnell, the only female to cancel her. Yeah, and I'm wondering whether pro-blacks, because Yvette won't really say she's pro-black, but she says she's for black people, whatever that means. But I want to know where y'all at canceling Kamala Harris. I'm talking about you staunch pro-black women who will make video after video about black men who are married to white women or in relationships with white women. I want to know, where is the videos? Where they at? Watch now. Okay, Nicole, she made a video. Man, she is an AK, so already pushing her. Yeah, I mentioned that she was in the AKs, but that still ain't gonna help her win the presidency. I just want to know, are you brothers going to be voting for her? Because the narrative is always out there with us. What's the guy name? The black conservative, the black guy who ran for president. And they looked into his background. This might have been 2012, I believe. And they found out that he was messing around with this white woman. And it tainted his presidency. Okay, Nicole. Well, you know, people, especially black people, see her as black. No, it wasn't Ben Carson. It wasn't Ben Carson. It was another guy, Herman Cain. Right, Herman Cain. Herman Cain. They found out that this woman literally came forward and was like, yeah, she's messing around with him, and it tainted Herman Cain's presidency. Now, that woman didn't look light-skinned to me. That woman looked very white to me with a short haircut. That was a Caucasian woman. Okay? Because I seen her interview, man. That y'all can't tell me that. I'm sorry. That's not no biracial woman Herman Cain was allegedly talking to. Oh, really, Nicole? Well, he ended the government shutdown, Nicole, so y'all should be getting paid soon, you know. Even though people are getting on Trump for that, you know. But I just want to talk to the pro-blacks. Y'all make all these videos. Y'all talk all this shit about brothers with white women. They don't need to be with white women. Get you a black woman. Only a black woman can help you marry a black woman. Meanwhile, you have a woman that y'all calling black. Y'all calling her black. I'm not calling her black. Y'all are calling her black. Y'all are calling her black. Y'all saying she's a black woman, not me. These blogs, these websites are calling her a African American woman. And she is so confident that she's going to get your vote. That's why she's running for president. Right next to her non-black husband. Right next to her non-black husband. And I'm seeing a lot of quietness. People on my Facebook calling her black. I'm pretty sure they would. They were, Zargon. Because in their eyes, she is a sister. So while they want, since black, you know, black people want to call her black, she's a sister. So I want to know why y'all not speaking about this so-called sister being with this non-black man running for president. Where are the videos? Where is the numerous amount of live streams and panels talking about this? Where are the panels from these sisters, man? Where the panels at? Where are all the countless Facebook posts and Instagram posts talking about they want to cancel her? Where it at? They not saying nothing. They just gonna be quiet. Let's be quiet. It's a blow over. Something bigger come along that we can all talk about. And people are just riding that wave. That's why I'm doing this topic today. That's why I'm doing this topic today. Because I've seen some of these people's live streams before. I've seen their videos. Ain't made one video about Kamala Harris being with this non-black man and her running for president because she's confident that she's going to get your vote. I ain't seen one video. But they want to know what Michael B. Jordan is doing. They want to know why this NBA player is. I heard a woman say in a live stream that Chris Brown needs to get him a melanated black woman. Shout out to Rose Scholar again. Said when she was a prosecutor, she was corrupt and locking blacks up like it was nothing. And she's the one that's relying on the black vote, Rogue. She's relying on the black vote. She's relying on the black vote. Because she's confident that y'all not going to do no research. And she's like, if Obama can pull the wool over their eyes, I can. Because they look at, see, Kamala is looking at these celebrities, and they see how, anti-Trump these celebrities are. And she thinks that she can ride that wave. And she might be able to succeed because we all know people ain't going to do no research. And we all know some people just don't care as long as it's a black woman or a half black woman doing what she wants to do, dating who she wants to date. People going to give it a pass. But I'm not going to give it a pass. So shout out to everybody that's here. No passes will be given. No passes will be given. Make sure y'all like the stream. She's confident that nobody's going to do research. Shout out to Young Jaye. Again, please pull up that Wakanda Black Panther video she did. If blacks fall for her pandering, I swear we are doomed. The Wakanda Black Panther video. Let's see if I have that in the archives. Let's see if I have that in the archives. Let's see if that's in the archives. I don't see it. I don't see that video. Hold up. I don't see that video. Oh, hold on. I think this might be it.
This is an ad for Project Note.
Hold up, this might be it. Is it from the Stephen Colbert Show? Are you talking about the clip from the Stephen Colbert Show? Shout out to Rose Scholar again. Shout out to Mr. Old School. Hold on. Mr. Old School says, this is going to fulfill Scandal Show in real life. Facts. Shout out to Rose Scholar. Says, what if she has hot sauce in her purse? Well, that'll get her close to it. That'll get her close to it. So was it the Stephen Colbert video? Somebody let me know in the chat before I cue it up. Because I'm about to cue it up now. Hold on. And hold on. Y'all let me know in the chat. Was it the Stephen Colbert appearance that she did? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Hey, can somebody give me an answer? Okay. All right, here it is. Here we go. This is the video I'm talking about. Let's play it. Fair use and everything else. Now, I may stop it a few times because I don't want to play material that is not mine for a whole, you get copyright strikes for that. So here we go.
Message from Senator Kamala Harris.
I'm California Senator Kamala Harris, and I am pleased to announce that I am running for the first ever Senate seat of Wakanda. Now that this beautiful nation has decided to embrace the world by coming out of its self-imposed seclusion, it would be my honor to represent the people of Wakanda. I have committed the last 3 decades to public service, and I can offer insight toward policy as well as trade that will bring great value to the Wakandan Empire.
She seems very robotic to me. Very, working in office all day, like that supervisor from hell. Mm-hmm. She wants to be the first senator of Wakanda. The cringe.
When it's time to battle, I have no problem doing my fair share and grabbing a spear.
Oh, Lord.
Don't let this outfit fool you. Lobbyists will never have a place in my campaign or in our government. I don't care how much they offer. Our vibranium isn't going anywhere.
Oh my God. The cringe. I'm cringing. Oh, this is cringeworthy. Oh my God. This is hard. The music is low. No charisma. Oh my God. The reading off of the teleprompter or the cards. Oh God. Oh.
Public perception is key. I'm willing to shave my head if absolutely necessary.
God.
The environment is vital. Killmonger may have ruined and burned your field of heart-shaped herbs, but don't worry. I'm from California. I can repopulate that field with a bunch of different herbs.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Did they rehearse this? Oh my God, I'm pretty sure she does a lot of public reading in front of people, but damn. You're gonna repopulate it with herbs, as in weed.
To the lovely people of Wakanda, I know you will make the right choice. And as always, Wakanda forever.
Oh my
Kamala
God.
Harris.
Oh my God. Oh my, I can't watch no more. Ugh. This is cringy. This is cringy, people. And this was done 9 months ago. Stephen Colbert has been a bit lame to me ever since he went over to the Late Show. He seemed like a stooge for the media. He's Mr. We're gonna talk about Trump guy. Find out what kind of weed you're smoking. But this is cringeworthy, man. Jesus Christ. Look at the amount of dislikes, fam. Mocking Wakanda when the people of Wakanda look nothing like her. Oh my goodness. A lot of cringe in that, people. A lot of cringe. Sheesh. It's a lot of cringe in that. You know what's crazy is that what's interesting is that she wants to be the next Barack Obama, but Barack Obama had charisma. He knew how to reach black people, how to talk to them. He had the black wife. He knew how to engage them. She seems like somebody who's used to not dealing with the public like that. Only when it's campaigning season. When you run for president, you gotta do a lot of campaigning. You have to do a lot of shaking hands and going in communities and doing these PSAs. Shout out to Hakeem C. Jones, Jaye. She can't get the black vote without charisma. That's a good point, Hakeem. And this video didn't help. You are very robotic, but you're going to read this teleprompter or cue cards. So to get the vote, this is what I'm going to do for black people. Black people, vote for me. We're going to change things today. Vote for me. I am half black, half Indian, actually, not Native American. That's Kamala Harris 2020, man. Kamala Harris 2020, man. You know? Shout out to everybody that's here. Like the stream, people. Like the stream, man. Kamala Harris, she wants that black vote. I don't think she's going to get it. I think she's going to get a lot of black women voting for her because a lot of black women probably look up to her. You know? Not for what she's done career-wise, but because of what she's doing dating-wise. Wink, wink. You know? She better not use this video. Hold on, let me go back to the video. She better not use this video. This is some cringy shit. This video is some cringy shit. She does not need to do this video at all. She does not need to play that video. She needs to go work on her delivery. Go work on how she's able to talk to people. Because I don't think she's a people person. And if you don't have the charisma to reach the celebrities and reach the people, then they're not going to believe you. No, they're not going to believe you. All right? They're not. But this will be the easiest W for Trump, I think, that he could possibly get. But to try to add in like Wakanda, like, why does people find that to be mockful? Are you mocking other cultures like that? Black culture is the only one that gets mocked like that. Like, we're the only ones who really get mocked like that. Our culture always get mocked, man. And people think it's okay. We mock our culture all the time. Like, African culture, we mock it all the time. But then claim that we love it. We mock it and then we claim that we love it. How are you expecting people to follow you and they see that video? And they see that you don't have any charisma. Like, you really don't. You can't reach these people. People aren't laughing at your jokes. They're not respectful. I mean, yeah, Asians do get mocked. They do. But for the most part, they're not mocking themselves unless they're doing comedy. You know, Asian comedy is a little more, is probably a little more physical than anything. But you mock an Asian person and see what happens. Let them do a skit about Asian people and let's see if it runs the same way. You know? Yeah, taking a look back at her politics, I will say this though. She is for, letting illegals into this country. She does not want a wall to be built. She's been putting you niggas in jail. What else? You know, you look at her voting record, it might not be as, you know, liberal as y'all think too, because these people have agendas. They got people that they have to, you know, keep their policies pushing forward, you know. Latinos do get mocked a lot, but they don't seem to mind it. They don't really mock themselves. Other people mock them. But I'm just saying, like, you put a movie like Black Panther out that had the impact that it had. That movie has been mocked so much, it's ridiculous. You know? But shout out to everybody that's here. I appreciate that. Make sure you like the video. Yeah, but Indians have actually tried to sue people from using their tribal names. You know what I'm saying? They've actually sued people for trying to use their tribal names. Joy Sora probably got her and Hillary twerking for donations, for endorsements. You never know, man. You never know what's going on behind the scenes, man. A lot goes on behind the scenes. But I just want to know from a lot of you sisters who talk all this shit about who black men are dating and who you canceling. Is Kamala Harris going to get canceled? Is Kamala Harris going to get canceled? Because I highly doubt y'all going to cancel her. And you'll come up with every excuse why you can't cancel her. Because don't matter what black men are doing, they're going to get canceled. Yeah, she does have the lamestream media on her side. She does. You know? The media loves her. That's why they're pushing her to run for president. You know, there's a female politician from Hawaii who is close to the same age as Kamala Harris. She might be a little younger. And she is a Democrat, but she's more of a moderate Democrat. I mean, she does vote for more liberal things, but the media hates her. I think her name is Talisi. Let me see if I can find her name in my notes. I think her name is Talisi. The media hates her. And it's because she's not one of these stupid, you know, can't see logic, you know, liberals. Do y'all know who I'm speaking of? I can't find her in my notes. Knock it off, Maria. But there's a female politician from Hawaii who the media hates because she doesn't support gay marriage. She doesn't support, or she hasn't shown the support for gay marriage, but they're attacking her. Tulsi. Yeah, it's Tulsi, right. It's Tulsi. Why am I calling her Tulsi? It's Tulsi. Tulsi Gabbard. Right. The media hates her. Okay? Because she's not as super liberal and super bought off as some of these other people. Alexandria Cortez is I would not trust Alexandria Cortez with any to vote the way that I want her to. Okay, now she has the energy that maybe that you would need in a room, but I would not want to vote for her to speak for me in Washington. I said Tulsi. You don't have to keep putting in the chat. It's Tulsi. Said her name wrong. Somewhere in my notes. Anyway, the media hates Tulsi, all right? Because she too is running for president. But because she's not one of these super liberals and she doesn't vote liberal on everything, they're attacking her because she hasn't completely sold out to the narrative. You know? But yeah, Alexandria Cortez, I would not want her to support me in Washington at all. She's making a lot of mistakes now. You know. And the thing is, I like Tulsi. She's a former military. She was in the military formerly, and now she is running for president. Tulsi don't have the juice either. She don't have the juice because most people don't know about her, and she doesn't have a lot of experience. No, Frantonio, I'm not talking about her, man. Come on, man. This is a clown. Dude, you have to see her district. I would not want to see Alexandria Cortez's district. I can only imagine. I can only imagine what type of person you have to be to vote for her. You know. Yeah, Alexandra does look a little crazy. She does look a little crazy. She is a communist. He's very much a socialist. She's a socialist. She supports socialism. She wants to tax the rich, but she got to understand that you tax the rich 70%. Those guys aren't going to go for that shit. Tamika said, I've been trying to take you on a date. I don't even know what you look like, Tamika. Take me on a date. What? 70% tax was too low? Man, come on, man. %41% of the 14th district in the Bronx are on food stamps. Wow. But yeah, I just wanted to do this stream to sort of put the mirror out there. Maybe that's what it is, Rogue. You got to get out there and tell people to go and look up Tulsi. She don't even know the 3 branches of government. But people voting for her, man. People voting for her. Nicole B is in the chat room. They say that she's from what district is Alexandria Cortez from again? You know? Oh, I'm pretty sure she got handlers, Willie. I'm pretty sure she has handlers, bro. Shout out to Sean Stone. Says, I'm not voting Democrat, period. They are not for hardworking men in this country. Listen, I'm not looking to promote the Democratic Party either. You know, this is just me speaking to the people who do vote Democrat. Okay? There's still especially a lot of black people who are voting for the Democratic Party. They are all in on the Democratic Party. I am not for the Democratic Party. I think the Democratic Party does nothing but use and misuse their voters. What's up, Taryn? That's all they do is use and misuse their voters. They take their voters for granted. We all need to be independent. Be more moderate. Be more in the center. You know, if it doesn't benefit you, then don't vote for it. It's just that simple. If something doesn't benefit you, then don't support it and don't vote for it. Trump could do a better job than all these guys who are vying to be running for president. The Democratic Party is a complete and utter mess. It's a mess. There's no stability over there. None. If Alexandria Cortez hold on a second. If Alexandria Cortez of the 14th Congressional District in New York can become part of Congress, then the Democratic Party is in trouble. Because the guy that she beat out was a longtime Democrat who took his voters for granted. He took his voters for granted. And when you take your voters for granted, things like this is going to happen. Because you took your voters for granted. Stop taking your voters for granted. The reason why Republicans have been able to gain an advantage over Democrats is because Democrats have taken their voters for granted. You had a longtime Democrat, okay, who lost his seat because he did not take his voters. He took his voters for granted. I would say he did not take them for granted. He took them for granted. She defeated the Democratic caucus chair, Joe Crowley, because he took his voters for granted. Do you know how embarrassing that has to be? Do you know how embarrassing that is? Stop taking people for granted. And as far as Kamala Harris is concerned, she is one of these globalists, open the borders up, let all the illegals come in so they can work on my garden and they can, fix my house. She's about that. I just wanted to know if you sisters were going to vote for this woman. Yeah, he did roll. He lost his seat to a bartender. And that's what it is. We got to stop voting on race, people. Vote on the people that's going to do the best job. She wants nothing but non-blacks in this country so they can live in your neighborhoods, get the food stamps that y'all would be getting, work the jobs that y'all could be working. That's what she would like to see. And y'all going to vote for her. Stop voting off race, people. These people, just like the situation in Atlanta. Just like the situation in Atlanta, right? Hold on a second. The governor race in Atlanta.
I acknowledge.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge. The governor race with Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp, and how people rallied behind a woman who they had no idea whether she would do good or do bad. But they were willing to vote in this woman, Stacey Abrams, because she was a black woman. They were willing to vote in to be governor of Georgia, a woman, just because she was black and female. They was ready to put Stacey Abrams behind running that particular state. That state would have been ran completely into the ground. I'm not saying that Brian Kemp is going to do a better job, but I think that state being conservative is probably a good thing, because if you look at the inner parts of Georgia, it's super liberal. Shout out to Josh. Quick, black folks got to have a mind of their own on next year with the 2020 election. I agree, bro. We got to start thinking like Americans. We thinking like we different than everybody in America. No, we not. We here. This is where we live. None of you niggas going nowhere. Y'all leave and come right back. You know why? Because this is the place you want to be. So you better start voting and thinking like Americans and thinking about what's best for your country. Yeah, Stacey Abrams wanted all the illegal immigrants in. She wanted to take these people's guns away. She was all for, the alphabet community. She was going to turn Georgia into what California's become. And they were promoting the shit out of Stacey Abrams. They put so much money and so much effort. You had all these celebrities campaigning and supporting her. For what? What do you get out of it? You still lost. Sir, if the votes don't count, then why do people still put so much money and effort into pushing people to vote? Your favorite celebrities promoted, politician after politician because it matters. The only people that say voting doesn't matter are people who they think their lives can't be affected by what goes on out here, but it will. Ask the people in California, is everything all good? That votes don't matter. Ask the people around, New Mexico and Arizona and Texas. Ask them, do voting matters? Democrats have a reputation for running countries into the ground. Not countries, countries to the ground. Running states into the ground. So if the voting doesn't matter, why were these guys promoting these politicians, these black ones, especially black ones? Yeah, Beto was promoted. Y'all better stop thinking like that. You live in America. As long as you live in America, your vote will matter. Y'all better brush up on your politics and learn what's going on out here in the world. See, I look at everything from a world view. I don't look at everything just in America. I look at what's going on overseas, and here as well. There's a lot of people, there's a lot that's going on out here. Kamala Harris is the effect of what's going on out here. She's one of those people who is down for pushing policies that are against everything that's a part of your moral compass. Shout out to Rose Scholar. Blacks talking junk should realize there is no Section 8 or food stamps in Africa. Back to Africa, my butt. Exactly. There ain't no government programs over there. None. Can't even get no water over there. So if you're going back to Africa, you're going back to basically a primitive lifestyle. You're going to basically living in the wilderness. We got to look at everything that's going on in the world, not just America. The world. Why do you think they're writing, blogs about why are black men voting Republican, but the vote doesn't matter? But you're writing blog pieces about why black men are voting Republican. I will tell y'all this though, man. The local elections are even more important. I'm telling you right now, when it comes to voting locally, the local elections matter. The people who is the mayor of your city, your local politicians, the state governors and state senators, that shit matters because it affects your actual day-to-day life. If they put something into policy, it's going to affect you. They raise taxes, it's going to affect you. That stuff is going to affect you, people. You may not think that the general elections affect you, but the local elections affect you more than anything else. So you definitely need to know what's going on locally. If you are out there and you're working and you're paying taxes and you're living in certain cities, you got to know who's running those particular areas. These black Americans that want to go back to Africa don't realize that Africans thumb their nose up. I'm not saying all, but there are certain amount of Africans that do thumb their nose up at black people. Let's just be real. Mm-hmm. So at least make sure the people who are in charge of where you're living, that there's somebody that you actually want there. That it's not somebody that's there that's going to run your city into the ground, drain the resources out of it, don't bring no jobs to it. That's crazy, Willie. But that's why it's very important to vote locally, Willie. It's very important to vote. Don't get one of these, political mayors. I mean, that's worse. That's worse than any bad president or any president you don't like is a bad mayor. Okay? That's a good point, and Stevante Clark running for mayor. Sheesh. Wow. Nicole B said they call me American Girl. Imagine a town hall meeting with Stevante Clark. Just imagine a town hall meeting with Stevante Clark. Shout out to Turf. Salutations, JDB. What's going on? You know what's crazy? I really would like to visit California, man. Like, I really would. But California got a lot of shit going on, man. They had them fires, and they got these policies. But I still would love to go out there, man. Like, I would. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. And shout out to the black women that say they're not going to vote for Kamala Harris, and the brothers as well. But you know, there's always going to be a small few that is going to be the opposite, and they're going to say, hey, we're still going to support her. You think we're going to vote for these white politicians? No, we're going to vote for the black ones. Okay, well, bro, I hope you know she's not exactly black. You know, she's not exactly bright. Not bright. She's not exactly black, bro. Terrence said, Jay, be my guest. I have plenty of space. I mean, I would love to see what's going on with Taryn. You know, reach out to some of y'all in Cali. Josh says from Cali. Yeah, I want to go to the nice parts. I don't want to get you know, I don't want to be nowhere near where the fires were, you know what I'm saying? You know? But yeah, I definitely want to go to Cali, man. Definitely want to go to Cali, man. Cali seemed like a cool place, man. Yeah, I think Kamala will call herself Caucasian or biracial all day long. Stay out of the damn Cali Hills. You'll be all right. All right, okay. What is this? Spot 'em King. Okay. Well, dude, hey, if I'm still asleep, why the fuck are you still here? Why do people who disagree with me sit in the chat room and tell me they disagree with me? That's stupid to me. If you disagree with me, you will keep it pushing. You wouldn't keep telling me that you disagree with me. That makes you look bad, not me. It makes you look bad. It makes you look thirsty. You got to understand, I don't care to have everybody believe me or like me. Very expensive, Jay. No, I'm not going to live out there. I'm just going to like maybe take a vacay, you know, just go out there and just, you know, see the city. Or LA, and somebody said San Diego. I would like to go to the Bay Area. You know, I've always wanted to go to the Bay Area. I saw a photo of that, Willie, that she went there. It's called, yeah. Somebody should ask Kamala, what do you racially consider yourself? Do you think she's gonna say she's black? Do you think she's gonna say she's biracial or Indian? She damn sure probably gonna say Jamaican. Yeah, the Bay Area is still popular. Okay. Better off in Mexico. What's going on, trucker? Does she have children? Because I didn't see anywhere that she had kids. So. But she's not gonna ask that question. She probably won't. So she's gonna say she's Indian. Probably so. She might say biracial to salvage it, you know. Because she did go to a HBCU. She went to Howard University. You know. She did go to Howard University. So, because she went to Howard University, maybe she feels like she understands black people a little bit. You know? But that's probably the only experience around black people that she done had. You know? She probably doesn't have very many experiences with black people, but maybe a little bit. Maybe she's had a few, you know? Yeah, she did get married at 49. She was basically single, probably off and on until then. To when she felt like she didn't want to be single no more, that's when she got married. I know white people go to Howard. You know, Rachel Dolezal went to Howard, you know? And she's an AKA. Well, your kid's black on Mondays, Saturday, and Fridays. Okay. Shout out to Antoine Wood. Appreciate that, bro. Kamala Harris is an undercover white supremacist agent used to fool blacks and keep them down economically, especially feeding black men and boys to the prison industrial complex. That's what she was doing as a attorney general role, and her other role, let's see, when she was in San Francisco locking up people. Yep, district attorney in San Francisco, she was locking up niggas. And attorney general of California. You know, showing no sympathy whatsoever to y'all. What's going on, Shelly? Kamala Harris raised in predominantly claims to have been. Do y'all believe that, Frantonio? Do you really believe that she was raised in a predominantly black neighborhood? Now, maybe she moved there for a little while, but that I don't believe that she really just grew up around black people, because she went to a HBCU. If she had actually grew up around black people, I don't think she would have went to HBCU. HBCUs, a lot of times you have people who didn't grow up in black communities who go to HBCUs to get the black experience, you know? You know what? I was going to address him and Sean King. You know, it took him getting into it with a black woman for people to finally see the light with him. I don't know why it took so long, but they should have already excommunicated him from, I guess, the online black community. But they haven't, because they love their white people. Pro-blacks love white people. And as long as he pushes out that narrative that they are a victim and that, you know, there's a big bad, you know, boogie white man out there that's trying to take them down, they're going to accept him because they feel like he is the white spook who sat by the door. That's how they're going to feel like he's that guy. Okay, now the link is working. Another link to there is working. All it took for Sean King to get his white nigga moment was to go at a black woman, to try to bully a black woman. Then they want to flip on him. Why did it take y'all so long? Why did it take you so long to finally see the light that this dude is full of shit? We've been talking about Sean King for what, about 3 years now? Not much of a fraud he is, but nobody want to listen because he's pushing that narrative. And shout out to the mob. Yeah, Willie Brown was digging in on when she was she was 29 years old, and Willie Brown was hitting it at 60 years old. Willie Brown was busting her down. Willie Brown was busting it down. That's because white women don't get a pass. They go at white women hard. Black people, especially on social media, go at white women hard. But it's hard for them to go at white men who pretend to be black because they want to accept them so badly. So badly. And because he has a black wife, it helps him. It shields him, It shields him. Yeah, Kamala made thought moves, man. Kamala Harris made a lot of thought moves to get to where she's at. She made a lot of thought moves. A lot of thought moves to get to where she's at. I mean, the thought moves that she made, wow. Amazing, ain't it? The amount of thought moves that she made is amazing, okay? I'm going to go over to my sponsor real quick, KaiGoods.com. The link is in the comment section. Will be in the comment section, but it's in the description box, as well as the chat room. Okay, y'all go there and get anything from electronics to clothing. If there's something they don't have and you need it, all you got to do is hit them up, let them know, and they will get it for you, all right? KaiGoods.com, all right? So on here. CarMarshal.com, people. Over 100,000 new and used cars from dealers. You shop and negotiate prices. They'll get you a good deal, all right? Had to get that in there. They get the sponsors in there. Y'all know I'm coming up, right? All the way up. If you want to be a sponsor on the platform, hit me up, man. Email jdblacklive@gmail.com. Well, I talk about these heifers. I put my foot in these beta males, and I talk about these celebrities out there doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, lives. And I talk about news, like Kamala Harris. She's been thotting it out for a long time. Kamala is a political IG model. She could be. I believe she wants to. But, because she's in politics, she don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Brought to you by Tide Detergent. Yeah, Willie Brown was getting it in. Willie Brown was getting it in. Willie Brown was getting it in, family. You couldn't tell Willie Brown shit. Willie Brown was busting it down when she was 29 and in her prime. 29 years in her prime. And she was his side piece. These guys be using their positions to get where they want to get to. That's what's going on here, people. They both Kamala's parents were graduates in Berkeley. Sounds like Kamala may have been born or near Berkeley campus. White privilege. When you listen to her talk, Frantonio, she seemed like a female that was brought up in a predominantly middle to upper class neighborhood. Shout out to Rashawn Lee. Appreciate that, Rashawn. She wasn't brought up around Negroes. She was not brought up around y'all or myself, you know. She was brought up around Stacy and Becky and Nicole and, you know, Heather and Zach and Ben and Tom. That's who she grew up around, okay? And then she went to a HBCU because she wanted to, one, be in D.C., I think early in life, I think she wanted to be in politics. And she went to Howard, which is based in D.C. And she wanted to have the black experience. She wanted that experience, people. I think a lot of these Oreos, black people from predominantly white or Asian neighborhoods, depending on which side of the coast you're on, what happens is they usually go to HBCUs because they want to be around black people. They were never around black people. They get this sense of pro-blackness in their spirit because they've always felt inferior because they were around other races of people. So they want to go around black people so they can feel the camaraderie. I've heard I've heard black people from the suburbs say this shit. Kathy and Julie and Holly. Don't forget Amy. So I wanted the HBCU experience, so I went to Lincoln and PA. Terrence says, I'm an Oreo. You an Oreo, Terrence? Let me find out you an Oreo. Or really, and I've been hearing, Venezuela got a lot going on, man. There's a lot of communism, and there's just a lot of bad shit going on in Venezuela. That's a good point, Turf. You know, she could easily pass for a Susan, She could easily pass for a Susan instead of a Kamala. Let's talk face to face. Yeah, Willie Brown did a lot to boost her up, man. Willie Brown got her some good jobs, man. They pay well. Yeah, but Venezuela's going through a lot of shit, man. That's where a lot of those caravans are coming from. That particular portion of the world, there's a lot going on there. Colombia having people in caravans and shit. It's crazy. Shit's gonna be crazy. That may be our future. People better hurry up and do them taxes in this next 3 weeks. Yeah, but they did reopen the government. I think that was a logical move. People think that Trump bended the knee. I felt like he did what he had to do. When you're a leader of a country or a leader of anything, you have to make tough choices. People aren't always going to be happy, but you have to do what's logical. And you have to make sure people are getting paid and people can do their goddamn taxes. You know? We keep fucking around with communism. That's exactly what America's going to become. We keep becoming more socialist. We keep trying to censor people. That's exactly what we, could pass for. It could happen. You don't think she could pass for a Susan? His daughter's worth $4.2 billion, the richest person. So. Well, in a socialist society, there's still going to be people at the top who are immune from having to fork over their money to help the poor. Yep. And Trump is going to be dug in. He's going to be dug in, man. I think this is a challenge to the people that got voted in. I mean, I know that they didn't want to be put in this position. You just getting voted into your position in Congress or even in the Senate, and you got to deal with this shit. It's crazy. They're not showing it, Rashawn, because they know what's really going on. They know that there are, from what I understand, another caravan heading this way. There are people hopping the border, building tunnels. They're not going to show that. They're not going to show there's little to no protection on that border, that they're spread thin. Hey, well, we can't just vote because she looks good. You know, she got to have some substance, and she doesn't have much substance. Listen, I know they've been doing caravans for a long time. You know, Obama sent people back over the border who've tried to come into the country, but people don't say much about that. But that's because the media has been putting a muzzle on anybody doing any research on the border. Yeah. Or maybe he did, Willie, but we'll see. You know, hopefully those people can come to some sort of common sense. Because you need common sense these days. Because something got to be put there. Because more people are going to be demanding for more security at the border. And a wall is what they will need. He even went back on his demands of what type of wall it is, man. You know? But see, this is what happens when you come into your position in the White House and you're against everybody, you know, going in, those people aren't going to forget that. And they're going to make it hard to negotiate and do certain things. But it's up to the people who vote for these people to understand the bigger goals, even if they don't like Trump. But to bring in Alexandria Cortezes, that's not going to help anything. And people are coming into this country out of the blue, no recognition in no system. They don't have no social security number whatsoever. They just coming into the country. They'll get, you know, they get jobs, or they have people already here who they go live with them and they get them jobs. They're able to get government assistance. I don't know how. Even if you disagree with Trump, even if you don't like Trump, y'all should understand a common goal, man. Getting better border security. But the problem is you got too many people there who don't want a border because they want as many people over here as possible because they know those illegal immigrants are going to vote for them. That's why they're easing in the laws to make it easy for illegals to come over here. You should be putting, you know what I'm saying? I can't understand for the life of me. If you are an American, you work hard every single day. You are okay with people who cannot speak a lick of English coming into your country and getting free shit that's gonna come out of your paycheck. That doesn't make sense to me. They're going to be able to work the job that you've been working for 10, 15 years. You done finally got you a raise at the job. But trust me, if that job is a manpower or labor job, those illegals going to be able to come in and want less. Not want. They're going to work for less. And for what you work years to get a raise on, they're going to they're going to be good with getting less money. That's going to hurt you, bro. That's going to hurt you. It ain't going to hurt the businessmen in suits and ties who live in, forted communities with fucking walls around their houses. It's going to affect you. The guy who worked 10, 15 years to get a raise at your job, you finally got one, and here come the guys who can't speak a lick of English taking your job. You look at certain, jobs, especially when it comes to fixing and building. It's a lot of illegals, man. There's very few where you see black dudes, you see white dudes working. Most of the time, these construction crews or a lot of these roofing crews, you got landscaping crews. A lot of them are Mexicans or South Americans from deeper south. Coming in here and taking jobs, putting you out of work, and you sitting up there talking about you support the Democratic Party and we should let the illegals in. Okay, let's let the illegals in, and they go and they apply for a job where you're at, and they say, well, I'm willing to work for half of what that guy's making, and I will work more hours, even overtime. You're out of luck, bro. It's over. It's a wrap for you. Good luck, especially if you're a black man. Good luck finding another job. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with legal immigration, filing the right paperwork, putting your name in the system so America knows who you are. They can track you, You're not just a nameless person, Because it's already tough out here for black men to get jobs. I'm letting you know that right now. Now, maybe some states it's not, but in a lot of other states, man, it is tough for black men to get work. And you sitting up here supporting people coming into this country illegally. You're good with that. You're good with that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, I think I've talked enough. Shout out to everybody that's here. Appreciate everybody for coming through. All right. Make sure you subscribe. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all the super chatters. I appreciate it. Make sure you check out the links in the description box. CanGoods.com, CarMarshal.com. Become an affiliate with CanGoods as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. I'm sending video links out for the people who can't get material. Also, make sure you contact me through email. Anything I need to see. If you want to become a sponsor to the channel, you want to sponsor the channel, just hit me up. All right, cool. Thanks to everybody here that's tuning in, man. This is a really good show. Spoke a lot about some stuff, man. And if you haven't liked it, make sure you like it when you're out. You contact me. You can send me news topics, video links to the email as well. I'll see it and see what I can do about it. Doing content on it, you know. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend, all right? Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see y'all on the next one. Later, all right?